Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Britta. I wanted to pop in and just shoot a quick one product review. We don't usually do these on our channel, but I haven't seen very many reviews of this product yet on YouTube, and I thought it might be helpful because I was really interested in trying this and couldn't really find any reviews, and then the ones that I did find, I just felt like the shades, I was trying to find my perfect shade and there just wasn't that much out there, so I thought that I would hop on, give you guys a review of the new Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. And I know when this first launched, it got a lot of, had some controversy around it because of the shade range. I believe there are 42 shades. I can't count them all on Sephora. I think I remember hearing 42, but it looks like there are only like 2 deep shades. Obviously that's a very poor range. There's a lot of like medium shades, I would say. And then the other thing I just wanted to touch on in terms of the shade range was that the colors are either CN or WN, so that would be cool neutral or warm neutral, which I was a little frustrated that there wasn't any just straight neutral because, for instance, in Shape Tape, I'm 22N. I just buy that, and that is like a good true neutral shade that works for my skin tone. So it's kind of strange to me that they would have 42 shades but no NN, like no just neutral. And to me, yellow toned concealer just doesn't really work on my skin type. So I was just a little bit worried. So I got CN18 in the shade Cream, and thankfully the shade works really well actually for my skin tone. So if you think you have a similar skin tone to me, I think that this CN18 would work really well, because in all the videos I watched on YouTube that I could find on this product, most of them, I would say 90% of them, said that the shade that they ordered ended up not matching their skin tone at all. So keep that in mind. Obviously, if you're able to go to a Sephora and see the shades, I think that would be your best bet, but thankfully I guessed and got it right. So this product is $26. You get 6 milliliters of product, which I think is kind of a lot for a concealer. I don't know what Shape Tape is off the top of my head. I'm just comparing those two because that was like a holy grail concealer of mine for a long time, and I still continue to purchase it. And let's see, I'm gonna read through the claims to tell you if I agree with them or not. So this says, a lightweight, full coverage concealer that perfects and visibly corrects over time. I will say I've only been using this for a week, so I thought that was enough time to give you a full review, but not enough time to see if it like actually corrects dark circles, because it does say it has vitamin C, so it visibly brightens and reduces the look of discoloration. I can't speak to that just yet, but I do think this is full coverage. I will say, if you want it to be like full coverage, definitely you can build it up and put 2 layers on your skin. And it doesn't look cakey, because I usually never build up concealer because I feel like as I age, I feel like my under eyes, there's just more wrinkles, it's drier, and I just don't like to have too much concealer under there. But this is so lightweight, it's such a fluid consistency that I do think you can build it up to add more coverage without it looking cakey, which is so unique in my opinion. I don't really have any other concealers that I can say that about. So I wanted to mention that. Let's see, what else does it say? It just says this concealer instantly brightens, targets dark circles and dark spots, and blurs imperfections with staying powder for up to 12 hours. It moisturizes quickly and continuously for up to 24 hours and smooths fine lines while visibly reducing outer eye puffiness all day over time. For up to 12 hours, color stays true and the formula doesn't streak, crease, or settle. This concealer is also sweat and humidity resistant. So this is one thing I wanted to talk about. I haven't worn this, well, I probably have worn it for 12 hours, and I've tried it with setting it with a setting powder. I either use the Hourglass setting powder or the Lawless setting powder, and both of them I feel like set this concealer really wonderfully. I set it today, and it does, I feel like if you set it, it keeps kind of like the pigment in place, like the full coverage does last all day. If you don't set it, I will say I totally agree that it doesn't crease or settle, which is another amazing thing about this product. Like, so many concealers crease on me, but I do find if you don't set this product that the pigment kind of diminishes over time. So I still feel like the coverage is there, but if you want like full coverage all day, I would recommend setting with a little bit of powder. But I do love how it looks both set and unset, so I wanted to point that out, which a lot of concealers, for instance the Kosas Revealer concealer, that one to me looks better when you don't set it with powder, so I'll use use that like working from home for instance that I've been doing for the past 6 months. But then if I'm like doing a full face of makeup for filming or whatnot, I would generally use Shape Tape and set that a little bit because that does crease on me if I don't set it. So I don't have a concealer, I feel like, where I can set it or not, and it looks good both ways. So this would be the first. And I do want to insert footage of me applying this so you guys can see, because I feel like this blends out better than any concealer because of the fluidity of this formula. So I'll insert the clip now, but you can see that it just like goes on so easily. The applicator is actually really interesting. It's like a little bit of a ledge, and it's smaller than a lot of other concealer applicators I own. So it just applies the perfect amount of product. You can really get into that inner corner, and then it just blends out with a sponge, just literally so effortlessly. I have tried it with my finger. It blends out with a finger perfectly as well. I feel like a brush, I don't have a small enough brush to like precisely blend this out, so I've only used my finger or a sponge. I'm sure it would work great with a brush as well. But it just blends out effortlessly, and it does start drying down. I don't want to say immediately, but you can notice that it starts to dry down, but it still looks hydrating, which again, super unique. I just have never used a formula like this. I feel like I'm so like self-conscious of my under eyes these days, and this formula makes me feel like my under eyes look so much younger, which is what anyone wants, I feel. So I'm just blown away by this product. I feel like it provides coverage, it provides hydration, it doesn't crease, which is just a huge A++ for me. The shade actually ended up working out really nicely for my skin tone. I think the price point is great, $26 for like a high-end concealer. To me, I'll pay that any day. I think that's a really great price point for how much product you get. I love the applicator, how small it is. So I think, I haven't tried to spot correct with this. I don't think it would be the best because, like I said, it's so fluid that I feel like when you go to put it on a blemish and then blend it out, it would kind of just blend out around the blemish. I don't think it's thick enough to stick to the blemish, so I wouldn't say it's great for that. But under the eyes, this is beautiful. This is like my new holy grail concealer, so that's another reason I wanted to do this video, because since Shape Tape and then the JOA Dark Circle Corrector, those two have just been my tried and true for literally years, and I haven't found anything that I love as much, and I love this. I love this so much. I think it's amazing. Like I said, the fact that it doesn't crease under my eyes is just like honestly insane to me. I just have never experienced something like that. And I guess I should mention this weird applicator because it's part of the product. So I think this is meant for like the spot conceal. I don't think that's sanitary, so I would never use something like this. And like I said, I don't think this product would work for spot concealing because it's so fluid. You could try it, but for me, I prefer like the Bare Minerals stick concealer for spot concealing because it's a stick. You know, you put it down and it blends out onto the blemish and it sticks there, the pigment sticks. I feel like this would just kind of blend around it, like I said. You can try it though, like I said. I don't want to like speak to that because I haven't tried it for that purpose. But for under the eyes, this is my new favorite concealer. 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. I forget what our rating scale is when we do videos like this. I feel like I rambled a lot, but hopefully the up close clips were helpful for you. And yeah, I highly recommend it. But like I said, try to get this in stores so you can get the right shade, because I would be so disappointed if I ordered this and got like the totally wrong shade. So again, I'm wearing CN18. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.